Sports fans, sports bettors, and action junkies, what's happening? Today is Thursday, November 21st, 2019. Mike here with SavvySportsPicks coming at you with a free play. Man, shame on me yesterday. We started out the week really nice on the free plays, going 4-0 between Monday and Tuesday, and we shit a donut yesterday. My apologies for that. We are going to get it back today. We've got a short NBA card and a nice NHL card. In the NBA, I am leaning towards the Suns' first half today, but it's not an official play. I don't have any money on it, and I'm not giving that as a free play. But the NHL card is stacked. We've got, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already got 4 plays locked and loaded. Plus, I've got some leans here. More games that I'm actually thinking about jumping on. I'm just waiting and trying to make some decisions here ultimately. Anyways, look, guys. Because we went 0 for yesterday, I'm going to give you all the plays that I'm on today in the NHL. So stick around. The video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but there's definitely a lot of value on this card, and I'm going to be spitting out a bunch of those plays for you. If you're not interested in listening to the reasoning behind the bets, just go ahead and fast forward to the end. I'll do a breakdown at the end for you impatient people, which a lot of us sports bettors are. Anyway, so that being said, let's jump into it. I've got a lot to talk about here today. First game on the card that we're looking at, Anaheim Ducks traveling to Florida to play the Panthers tonight. Anaheim is 10-10-2 on the year. The Panthers 11-5-5. The current line is Florida Panthers minus 190, total sitting at 6.5. Look, Anaheim started out the year pretty hot. They surprised a lot of teams. They surprised a lot of sports bettors, but now they're showing their true colors. They've lost 6 out of their last 7 and 10 out of their last 14 games. They're facing a hot Panthers team here. The Panthers are pretty much scoring at will. They are winners of 6 out of their last 9 games. Those 3 losses came to quality teams. They lost against a hot Jets team. They lost against the league's best New York Islanders, and they lost to the Capitals in overtime 5-4. There's no shame in any of those losses, in my opinion. They were tough games. This Ducks team, not skilled like the teams that the Panthers have lost to recently. The Panthers have actually scored 36 goals in that 9-game stretch. Their power play is scoring at 26%, which is pretty decent, and the Ducks penalty kill is struggling at 79%. They've allowed 16 goals this year on the power play in just 22 games. Now, the Ducks, this is the Ducks' 3rd game on the road. They are playing Tampa Bay day after tomorrow. I see them losing that game as well, and I see them losing this game here tonight. Florida is the home team. They do seem to score a ton, and they are scoring a ton right now. They score at home. I don't see them having a problem scoring goals at will tonight. We are taking the Florida Panthers on the puck line at plus 130. And we are taking the Florida Panthers on the money line plus the over 6.5 goals at plus 198. Those are your 2 official free plays for the first part of this video. All right, let's jump right in. No time to waste. We're taking a look at the Tampa Bay Lightning traveling to Chicago to play the Blackhawks. Lightning 9-7-2 on the year. The Blackhawks are 9-8-4 on the year. Current line sitting Tampa Bay minus 140. Total 6.5 goals. Look, Tampa Bay has won 3 out of their last 5 games. That being said, they've lost 2 straight, and 2 of those wins out of those 5, they beat Buffalo in back-to-back games while they were in Sweden. They've actually lost 6 out of their last 9 games played here in North America. Chicago lost their last game to Carolina, but they've won 4 out of their last 5, and they've scored 23 goals during that time. So again, the Blackhawks have been stepping it up lately and scoring goals. Tampa Bay is averaging 3.5 goals per game, and McElhinney should be in the net tonight. He's averaging 3.76 goals against, and he's allowed at least 3 goals in his last 5 starts. Let's see, Crawford for Chicago is allowing 3 goals against average per game as well. And he's only allowed actually 3 goals in his last 2 starts at home, so he's been showing signs of improvement here. Anyway, I think they've got the wrong team favored here tonight. I'm taking the hotter team in the Chicago Blackhawks, and I am taking, and I believe they've got the better goalie, in the net tonight as well. So your third official free play, Chicago Blackhawks at home plus 130. All right, so now I've given you 3 plays, all plus money. And let's get on to number 4, huh? All right, not quite the nightcap, but a later game. You've got the San Jose Sharks traveling to face the Vegas Golden Knights. This is at 7 o'clock tonight on the West Coast here in Vegas. Current line sitting at Vegas minus 175. Total sitting at 6.5. Now, let me just start this breakdown by saying we hate the fucking Sharks in Vegas. This should be a pretty electric game over here at T-Mobile. Look, San Jose has been playing well lately. They've won 6 out of their last 7, and the Knights have actually lost 7 out of their last 10. Fleury is going to be in net tonight. Wow, I mean, there's shit all over the internet about the amazing save that he had 2 nights ago. It was pretty damn awesome, I got to be honest. So now Dell and Fleury are confirmed to be between the pipes here tonight. During the last 7 games for San Jose, Jones was actually in the net. He had 6 really good outings, and those were the 6 games that they won. He gave up 5 goals in the last game, and they did lose that game. So anyways, he's not in goal tonight. I think they're finally giving him a rest. Dell is playing, but he actually hasn't played a game since November 2nd. He allowed 5 goals against Vancouver, and we all know Vancouver is not that great of a team. So that being said, not playing since November 2nd, I do think Dell's going to be a little bit rusty here, which does not play into his favor. That being said, even though the Knights have won their last 2 games straight, they were against bad teams. They beat Toronto and they beat Calgary. Neither one of those teams are really too much to brag about. This team is definitely not playing good hockey right now, especially on defense. Aside from Fleury, the defense is kind of falling apart. They really just don't look good. I see San Jose scoring some goals here tonight, and I also see Vegas scoring some goals here as well. That being said, we're going to take a look at another angle here. Vegas did win the first 2 games that these teams played this year. I got to be honest with you. We've got double revenge here for the Sharks. I think the Sharks might pull this game out. They're sitting at plus 165 right now. I'm also looking at the over 6.5 goals here. I definitely see both of these teams getting off here tonight. I think the over 6.5 is definitely the best play in this game, and we're on the over 6.5. But I'm also thinking about taking a shot, maybe a half a unit on San Jose as the road dog at plus 165 with that double revenge. So I think that's a good look, guys. Anyways, all right, so those are the official free plays. Let me just do a quick little I'm just going to go over the leans really quick. I was taking a look at the Pittsburgh and Islanders game. Now we did double up on the Islanders the other night on Tuesday when they played this Pittsburgh game. This is the second game of home and home for these two. I did tell you if the Islanders lost on Tuesday, we would be doubling down here tonight on Thursday. However, that wasn't the case. They were down 2 goals. They started coming back. They tied up the game. Then they went down 2 goals again. I mean, I think we got a little luck box there. We pulled out the plus 115 money line, plus we got the end game at plus 1.5. It was a nice winner. That being said, Pittsburgh is riddled with injuries, and the Islanders are at home tonight, minus 135 favorites. I do like the Islanders, but it's hard to win 2 games in a row against the same team. I'm not taking Pittsburgh here. They're injured with they're riddled with injuries. So I'm not taking them, but I'm not taking the Islanders here either. I do really like the Islanders in this spot here tonight. I'm just a little hesitant because they are on the second leg of that home-to-home. Also, I was taking a look at the Jets and Stars game. Current line on that is the Stars minus 160, total sitting at 5.5. I really do like the Stars in this spot. they're the team to beat in the West, in my opinion. They're winners of 11 out of their last 13 games, and the two losses that they had were to Winnipeg and in overtime to Pittsburgh. And that's when Pittsburgh was a little bit healthier. So no shame there. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the minus 160. It's a big number to lay here, and I don't feel comfortable taking the puck line at plus money because they've been winning games by short margin, and the Jets have been playing better lately. So just another look. I'm probably end up staying away from that one as well. Let me just take a quick look here. I did also look at the Toronto-Arizona game. I did like that. I was thinking Arizona minus the 110 here at home is probably the play. We know Toronto has just been playing like shit lately, and Arizona is actually playing really good hockey. The only problem here, I see a little wrench being thrown into this game. Toronto did fire their coach yesterday, and they got a new coach today, and usually in this type of a situation, teams try to step it up and play a little bit more disciplined hockey. They try to play better for the new coach. I'll be honest with you, I know Toronto's lost 5 in a row, maybe it's more than that, but their last 5, they've lost 5 straight, and they've all been to quality teams. So again, a game that I'm taking a look at, but I've decided to stay away from this one. All right, so breakdown time. I'm giving you guys the free plays all over again. That's all I've got for now. So as of right now, we are taking the Florida Panthers on the puck line at plus 130, the Florida money line, and the over 6.5 at plus 198. We are taking the Chicago Blackhawks at plus 130 at home, and we are on the Sharks Knights over 6.5 goals, and we're going with a half a unit play on the San Jose Sharks at plus 165. All right, thanks for tuning in to the long-winded video. I do appreciate it. Let's crush this NHL card tonight and finish the week on a winning week. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. I do appreciate it always. Make sure you follow along on Facebook and Twitter at SavvySportsPicks. If I do decide to pull the trigger on any of the other games I touched on, I'll definitely put those out on Twitter later on tonight as well. And again, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you back here tomorrow. Good luck. Peace.